Feminfinity, a feminist movement through music. Our motive is to encourage women to share their thoughts with the knowledge of music, as well as speak up to showcase what's behind the scenes in their lifestyle and face the challenges that women need to overcome. What is Feminfinity? The name alone implies that our inner femininity will last a lifetime, and so we as women should have a voice to discuss how we feel and what we want to communicate musically and emotionally. When it comes to our inner minds towards the music industry, we need to talk about how we can use the female empowerment as a strategy to write and produce music for women like you. This is because the theme of feminism will provoke women into creating a song that inspires them to do so, including other girls in general. For example, the first song, Reap What We Sow, talks about dealing with the consequences if a relationship breaks down in the foreseeable future. Musically, its tempo is set at 158 beats per minute in a 4x4 bar measure, whereas the key signature is set at F sharp minor. Read What We Say builds around an A-B-A-B-C structure, also known as the first chorus bridge, because the lyrics depict some red flags if the partner is not happy with the relationship, causing it to break apart while a lover is left behind. I wrote and produced that song on Logic Pro with contributions from Rick Hitton on bass guitar and Jacob Warren on drums. We recorded this track for a week at Metronome until I mixed and mastered the entire production on the DAW program. I made this track because I want it to be aimed at women who are struggling to face the outcomes of a relationship, for better or for worse. Depending on the situation, you have to either carry on in that relationship or let go and move on. Don't let your partner tear you up in your latest love life, because women have been through it before and love can sometimes get you hurt. The next song, Shish Kebab, is a rap song that revolves around a real life incident containing kebab and chips. The song's tempo is set at 100 beats per minute, again in a 4x4 bar measure, while the song's key signature is set at G minor. Built around an A-B-A-B structure, or verse-chorus, the song's lyrical concept is based on an incident involving kebabs and chips getting thrown out of the bonnet of the car. From there, I started writing about other incidents that happen around the city, and these things are what I took note of when making this track lyrically and musically. Featuring collaborations with Sam Bennett on drums and Corin Townsend on backing vocals, Shish Kebab was recorded in a week before I mixed and mastered the whole thing on Logic Pro.
So to be honest, Lucky and speculating that there is no specified incident. I'm exaggerating. Meanwhile,
Shish Kebab is a song whose title expresses aggravation, taking on the food term, a shish kebab, because I found the name hilarious and it matches well with the comedic tone of the song's lyrics. I think that women will like this song because, due to its witty banter, and whenever they come across a situation that will hang above their heads, they will dismiss the drama instantly rather than continue it from there. Shish Kebab is one of those tracks that has its comedic value, and I have so much fun creating a song for the gig set list. The last one, Riches to Rags, is about dealing with your insecurities, because a lot of women go through them in their lifestyle, and just like the title, the word Riches to Rags implies that girls are wearing clothing that are raggedy and old, due to someone else not identifying who you really are in terms of personality. This one is different from the other two songs I've written and produced, because Riches to Rags is set at a 5x4 bar measure and the tempo is at 100 beats per minute. Meanwhile, the key signature is in a happy tonality, setting it at F major rather than keeping it at a minor key signature. Featuring bass contributions from Ruth Hickton, it is a pop and R&B ballad discussing about the struggles of your real identity and troubles of loving yourself. Riches to Rags is a song that women can understand because they have hard times dealing with their inner beauty and personalities, speculating that they don't know who and what they are whenever they look in the mirror. You have to think to yourself that you might look pretty and beautiful on the outside, but not who you are on the inside. This makes you wonder if you can expand on your identification and accept with who you are overall, and in the end, Riches to Rags an uplifting anthem for girls who need to improve on their vanity. Here at Feminfinity, we provide you with a lot of advice from a special guest who will join me today on the podcast. This was because we, as women, need to make discussions about how we can enlarge our femininity towards the music industry, and a female artist or all-girls band needs to make a song from scratch or listen to it for further motivation. Okay, here's the first question I want to ask you. What does empowerment mean to you? Explain how women can empower themselves.
So I think breaking past stereotypes and boundaries of boxes that women are just put in, they can break those boundaries and prove they can do as much as men can, instead of listening to people telling them they can't.
Okay, next question. How do you break the barriers to become a better woman? What would be the challenges you want to overcome?
Underestimation. Sexism is a good part. People think because you're a woman you can't. Like, I want to prove and stand up. You gotta stand up for yourself and prove, and just keep showing them you can do it and not letting anyone push it away.
Up next, what are your experiences of being a female musician? I'm talking you as a solo artist or a member of a band. Give me some highlights on your experiences as a musician.
When I tell people, like, I do rock music, and they see the fact I'm a female singer, they kind of think, what? They kind of get confused or like kind of laugh a bit, but when they actually hear it done, they're like, oh, okay. So that's one of the main things I get.
Staying on topic here, what would be your goals for making your own music, solo or with a group? Break down your future aspirations in the musical side.
I'd like to push a lot of lyrical stuff out there about it, and not just about women as well, about non-binary communities too. So it proves that more than just men can do one thing, because it's such a patriarchal sort of industry nowadays. So I think that's what it is, isn't it?
Here's your next question. Who or what inspires you? Give me the lowdown of your musical heroes and how do they inspire you to make your kind of music?
Joan Jett is one of my inspirations because she's got such confidence and stage presence and just doesn't care what people think, especially with the fact she's in a punk band too. She's got that attitude on her, and it really brings out a lot of confidence and strive for music and just general attributes.
Now that you have listed your favourite music artists to me, what is your favourite music genre in terms of female-centred music? Give me one or two examples of a particular genre of music you love from the very beginning.
It's not well known, but girl rock is a form of female punk. It's like females in punk, and it's one of the most aggressive, powerful, emotional sides of punk you can get, because it talks about oppression in different ways that men can talk about.
Next, if you want to make music that's based on female empowerment or any other subject matter, will you give it a go? It's okay if you feel nervous about creating new music.
Probably not, no, because it's not something I should have to be afraid of speaking of, because it's not hurting anyone. If anything, it's helping other women get more confident with being a woman in the music industry, and just whatever.
Let's delve deep into the emotional aspects of music. How can you show your positive feelings when you start listening to music that features female artists in the music industry? When you hear a song that is performed by a woman, do you embrace your emotion positively while listening to it?
Yeah, obviously if they're singing about negative stuff, I'm still gonna get a positive aspect, because it's a woman singing, she's got that coming out with the emotions and that, and she's not afraid to talk about it. So I would have to get positive even if it's a sad song, because the patriarchal system again.
If you want to communicate with music emotionally, would you open up to your lifestyle and let it reflect your female-themed playlist you created as a way to build your independence and or confidence?
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
Lastly, imagine if women are unsigned and they need to work in a major or independent record label. They want to create their own music to build their brand. What advice would you give to women who want to be in the music industry?
I'd say don't let anyone who says women can't do it say that, because obviously they can do it. Like there's artists like I said, Joan Jett, who have gotten big from it, and just pushing your limits of what you can do and talking about the issues that you face as well, to give other women something to relate to, so you can kind of build a fan base around that, and so you get your own community, so you're not exactly making it on your own anymore. So,
well, it's nice having you here, and I hope to see you again soon. It's possible that I need to talk about the struggles of women's daily lives, because at Feminfinity, we want them to stay strong, be wise, become independent in each other. This doesn't mean they have the choice to give up and do the unthinkable. It's worth noting that girls have gone through the falters of their lifestyle while trying to make it big in the music business, and therefore it's my duty to lay down a few options for women who want to become part of the music industry, even if they're not in a record label while working on some music in the business. If that happens, you will turn into a self-centered celebrity who wants to get attention from the rest of the crowd. Instead, accept that you'll be ejected from the music industry and try again from there, no matter how you get in. Step 2. Don't overwork yourself while you are making your music. This is because the majority of women who have worked on music by themselves or with other people frequently can suffer from depression and anxiety problems. Always take a break and do some other hobbies that aren't related to making music for a desired period of time. Step 3. Being innovative can push your ideas to your own limits, and when you want to make your own ideas for a song that you want to fabricate on, you're the boss. Grab your pen and paper and write down a simple chord structure along with your lyric writing about a specific subject matter you want to sing about. For example, it could be about falling in love, reminiscing your teenage years, dancing the night away, overcoming your mental health issues, or talking about your political and environmental views on the world. Step 4. Join forces with a singer, songwriter, rapper, or music producer on your song. This is due to every female artist wishing to collaborate with someone big in the music industry, and you can be one of the few women to jump on the bandwagon and make your own music with anybody else in the music business. Don't be downhearted if he or she doesn't want to contribute. It is the decision to make if an artist or band can collaborate with you or not. Step 5. Never stop doing what you're doing. Music is the people's destiny. Music is your important hobby. You may have some expectations if you want to impress the A&R executives by giving them a demo version of a track that you have produced, but don't let fame and fortune get to you. Continue doing your best to produce your kind of music for a project that you're working on. You are female. You are a musician. Your music content lasts forever. Your core fan base keeps growing continuously. Once you get the hang of things musically as an independent woman, let it be known as the first person who can create female-themed songs that women can motivate with. I have been Deanna Everwise, and thanks for being here on this inspirational journey with Feminfinity.
Hello you all, my name is Deanna Everwhite, and alongside me is the bassist Ruth Hickton and first-year student.
Hey!
Well, this term is my last year at Confetti, so I'll make sure I'll have a good send-off with the Feminfinity concert.
Hey!
Joining in, welcome to the gig.
Hey!
The first song I'm going to be doing is Reap What We Sow. I've been treating you like a dark omen. Because of you my heart's broken. All that bullshit spat out for nothing. But I ended up jotting something long ago. You and I prevailed. The babies came and Queen hail from the city streets, rising from the ghetto. And what we saw was turn red. So is it the end of the start of something that's left for dead? That hurt like hell in it, but it doesn't need to be finished. Is this gonna be the last time when we decide we're up for one more night? Tell me it isn't so, because I'm gonna read what we sow. I'll be turning this page from a book, cause I'm gonna give back what we took. You came running to me Right, so our main motive of Feminfinity is for women to communicate with music emotionally and physically. And what we do with Feminfinity is basically that we as women need to empower ourselves by creating a playlist of songs that are based on female empowerment or other subject topics. And so this one what we serve is about the red flags of a future relationship if the relationship continues its downfall. So yeah, I have wrote this song and produced this song on Logic Pro, and it is worthwhile checking out if you fancy listening to it in full.
Hey.
So the next song I'm going to be doing is Shish Kebab, which is a rap song that is based on a real life incident following someone who has been throwing kebab and chips at the bonnet of Mum's car. So I hope you enjoy this one.
Yay!
Threatens to fuck up my car, I'll come out here and beat them to the sky hard with my baseball bat. I gotta battle and run. These people who threw stuff at me are dumb. It'd be worse if they got out of kebab and chips and started taking a hit. Hold up now, don't vandalise my vehicle. If you do, I'm whacking down with a bag of sniffle. I'm not joking, man. Come on, let's go to the parking lot because I'm going to give you the front shot with one shot. If I wasn't up here at 5 in the morning, I would have come out here, the front door roaring at his household, splinch across the floor of the bill from the stress of the car and dissipating the free will. Firstly, if you were to go to the bar, would you drive carefully in the car? Not afterwards, but you'd be getting the DUI while moving onward and upward to you and I. It's a showing principle of a princess about to drip in a musical finesse, but not for you to have a party log and trotting about how you got to play the archer. I am not your maid. I am more than that girl, than the person whose object is going to hurl something while I do my music on set. Trust me, this is the last thing you'll get. I am dealing with the pissheads on a stag night, not even someone who chuck things at me tonight. If you're not going to handle your synergy, wait here until you go down to Feminfinity. I didn't say you could roast me, and I never said you could expose me, but shish kebab. Specified incident. I'm exaggerating. Meanwhile, I keep on playing these notes before I heard you calling women these hoes. I was pissed, but I had to write that down to remind me how pitiful your street kids are. So let me be perfectly clear about how the story went all out in town. The word is spread out that you're a kebab aiming thief. Now I'm going in here playing cheap. I'm sorry, Miss Officer, I didn't mean to start an incident. Don't pretend that you're bloody innocent. I'm taking you with me, resisting you in handcuffs. Think I'm gonna let you off? Not this time, I'm done. I didn't say you could roast me, and I never said you could expose me, but shish kebab, have you got a lesson to assimilate? I didn't say you could drop me, and I never said you could flop me. Shish kebab, I'm a The second song, Shish Kebab, is written around a real-life incident about someone who is throwing the kebab and chips at the bonnet of Mum's car, as well as other incidents I've written about in Nottingham where there was an unexplained incident happening at the Victoria Centre, as well as a man telling off a woman at the Cross Keys. So it's pretty unexpected, but it's a fun song with some comedic banter thrown in. Okay, so the third and final song will be Riches to Rags. This one here is a powerful ballad to those who are facing their insecurities with whatever they wear and how they look. So I hope you enjoy. Sorry if I'm meant to be sad, but I'm often engulfed in rags. I'm not the one you see in the mags, just a girl who end up in the rubbish bag. For that I continue stressing out about how my reputation is going down. A sense of humiliation, but not even now. When you saw me in an outdated gown, I was once your Cinderella, and suppose make something better. But deep inside, how foolish am I? But I've got to ask myself, oh why? Why does everything fall down when I can push that box and get out? I can tell that I'm such a bummer, and thanks to you, I spent one cruel summer. Things won't be the same when I'm destroyed in pieces, while I'm fading away of all of my joy. I'm left unseen on the wildest dreams, and it's too bad when a girl like me goes from riches to rags. Sorry if I had to write a letter saying that I'll make you better. Things aren't often clever when you found someone else who is better than what I usually am, because I wish I hadn't faced the damned. We stuck together, but I was sad when you realise it's getting bad. I was once your Cinderella, and suppose make something better. But deep inside, how foolish am I? When I gotta ask myself, oh why does everything fall down when I can push that box and get out? I can tell that I'm such a bummer, and thanks to you, I spent one cruel summer. Joy, I'm left unseen, you're the wildest dreams. And too bad when a girl like me goes from riches. Am I not the one for you? Because it's never one. Am I not the one for you? Because I'm forever gone. Am I not the one? The one who's been down below. Am I not the one? Am I not the one? Why does everything fall down when I can push that box and get out? I can tell, and I'm such a bummer. Thanks shop woman, and thanks to you, I spent one cruel summer. Things won't be the same when I'm destroyed in pieces. One fade away of all of the joy I'm left unseen. Beyond your wildest dreams, as you grow a girl like me, goes my riches to stand by for the next ad coming soon. And make sure you check out Feminfinity on anchor.fm/Feminfinity, as well as following me on my social media pages at DJ Music on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah!